Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Had to hit the high note on you niggas. Now, I finally got to watch the Zack Snyder director cut of Justice League, and what I have to say is it was a lot better than the other one they did. A whole lot better. Actually, they had Cyborg in here actually doing something instead of just sitting back being a prop. And what people fail to realize, Cyborg was very intricate in a lot of things with the Justice League. So the beginning, I like how the beginning started. It showed, of course, again, Superman being killed. If you watch Batman vs Superman, he was killed at the end. I believe Batman shot a kryptonite arrow or something through Superman that went through Doomsday, and Doomsday died. I believe that's how it was. I gotta watch it again. I forgot. But basically it showed a lot more of backstories of the characters. It showed more of it showed a lot about Cyborg. It actually showed you what Cyborg was going through. Cyborg was a football star, just won a game against Wisconsin to win it at the end. And then they had an accident, him and his mother. His problem was with his father. His father never was around a lot. And this goes through it, and I loved it because it basically shows you the heart that there's a lot of brothers in the black community who go through their father always working, always doing this, and he always resented his father because of how his father basically never came to the games, never spent time with them. And a lot of times with some of the men, not all of them, there's a lot of men out there who are there for their sons through thick and thin, whether they're with the mother of the child or if they're not with the mother of the child, they're still there. But it showed you how the mother and the father were still together, but the father was always working, trying to come up with something that was going on, like in the labs with the technology and stuff. And I liked how it showed his story to let us actually feel, for Cyborg and to see what he was trying to do. Whereas in the other movie, you really didn't know that much about him. They barely showed anything really about Cyborg. And they actually had Cyborg bring out weapons, and he actually was doing something. Now, the thing that I loved was how they showed a lot of extra scenes and things like the Steppenwolf. They made Steppenwolf look a whole lot better than he was in the other movie. that version, I don't know what they were thinking. And I like how they had the Manhunter, Martian the Manhunter in it. I was like, wow. So that scene when Lois and the mom was there, that was actually Martian Manhunter. And I guess Martian Manhunter foreseen that when Clark, basically when Superman got resurrected, that Lois would be there to basically calm him down. But the thing is that I loved it because it showed a little more action. Now, could it have been better? Absolutely, it could have been better. To me, I just don't like Henry Cavill as Superman. I've never liked him. To me, I just felt like the other guy on Superman Returns would be a better Superman than Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill is, I don't know, he just doesn't fit it to me. Like, it's like he's trying too hard to be Superman, whereas the other guy in Superman Returns, man, let me find his name because I'm calling him the other guy. Superman Return. Trying to think of the guy name. Yeah, Brandon Routh or Roth or yeah, Ralph. I liked him. He acted the part great. He was a great Clark Kent. He was a great Superman. You know what I'm saying? He made it he made it fun to watch, and his style and how he was doing things in that movie. So it was a good movie, man. Like it was good. Like it was a whole lot better. It was extra long. I was like, damn, this movie long as hell, but I mean, it was worth watching. It was fun watching. It was nice watching. The story was put together a lot better, and Batman, had some clean lines. Ben Affleck at first, like I didn't really like Ben Affleck as Batman, but in Batman vs Superman, he was alright. In this one, I liked him a little more. He was more charismatic, was more, had his nice one-liners, and he had his sarcasm, which is the best. Like, because the Batman from the comic books, and of course, watching the shows growing up, was very sarcastic, very serious, but sarcastic at the same time. Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot, I think that's her name. She always does a great job as Wonder Woman. She did good. And I like the action scene where they showed in the beginning the Amazonians, they were fighting Steppenwolf. I believe they added some more parts to that fighting scene. That was clean there. And Darkseid, showing Darkseid, this is what the first one was missing. And it was great to see Darkseid. It was great to see Darkseid again. You had to love what Darkseid was bringing to the table. You gotta love what he brought to the table. It was it was great, man. It was great to watch. I like the scenes where they had the Flash talking to his dad, but a lot of things about the characters, their backstory, they always had a problem with who they were and what they were trying to get to, like the accomplishment. Of course, Deathstroke. I believe that was Deathstroke. They showed him with the mask. The last time, I don't believe they showed him with the mask. If I'm not mistaken. But Zack Snyder's the Justice League was a whole lot better, man. And people it was good. Could it have been a lot better in certain parts? Absolutely. But this is what DC has to do. They have to make movies like this. And this is what messes them up all the time. They don't listen to the fans. They don't try to, and I'm not going to say it's DC. We know it's Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers has been trash when it comes to putting together these movies and everything. It pisses you off a lot in what they're trying to do. Directions they're trying to go in. And I hope they make a sequel to this. Showing Darkseid, actually coming to fight them or having another plan to build it up to Darkseid. But who knows if they're going to do that, man. Yeah, that was Deathstroke. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That was Deathstroke. I like when they had Deathstroke come in there with the mask. It felt like the cartoon again. It felt like the cartoon again. It was great, man. It was great to watch. I can't take nothing from it, man. It was a great movie to watch. Is it a classic? I wouldn't go that far. I mean, it was good, man. I mean, it was a lot better. The thing is, the thing is that I like the dark side being shown. I like showing his army, showing those next to him, and it was good. It was good in that sense and everything. It just showed you it showed you a lot more heart to me than the other one. The other one was like, look, here it is, take it or leave it, when they made it. Whereas this one, it made you feel like, okay, yeah, this is good. They showed the Wonder Woman scene again with the guys finna shoot the hostages up and blow up the building. She saved the building. Showed that part. And what else? It showed I like how I just like Cyborg. That was my favorite part of it. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I mean, I just love what they did with Cyborg. Cyborg was very intricate in this movie, which he should have been in the beginning. I just don't get why people didn't how do I say it? I just don't understand why people didn't why they didn't put a lot of this stuff in the beginning in the original one. You should have put it in the original one because it would have basically been fun to watch it. It would have brought more to the table. It would have made it a better. It would have made it a better film. It wouldn't have wasted our time. It would have been complete. Now, to me, I want to know what happens, when they're done. I mean, I believe they ought to make another one. I want to see the one where I want to go to that storyline where Superman, of course, went crazy because remember, Lois died. Like on one of the comic books, I believe Lois died, or one of the movies they made. They made an animation movie about it where Lois died and stuff, and Superman just went evil and just start destroying stuff. And remember when Cyborg was having that vision, it shows Superman was by the side of Darkseid, and they basically were killing everybody. And I want to see that. I want to see them make that into after the Snyder cut with Deathstroke and Batman, and then the Atlantis chick, because I believe Aquaman was killed. He was killed by Superman. Wonder Woman was killed in that time period. And Batman's using the Joker, Deathstroke. And then you had the Flash there. You had the Cyborg. That's the timeline I want to see where Superman, because I think Lois died and Superman lost his mind, and then that's when he went crazy. I want to see that in the next one if they do make another one, but they should make another one. They should make another one. But I mean, the Superman guy, he was okay, Henry Cavill, but I just never liked Henry Cavill. I just never really liked him. I liked the guy Jason Momoa who played Aquaman. He was good. I liked the guy who played Cyborg. What was his name? Ray Fisher. I'm glad they had him a lot more in it. They had Jesse Eisenberg, who was playing Lex Luthor. I don't like him as Lex Luthor. I didn't like him in Batman vs. Superman as Lex Luthor. He just seemed like a guy who was lost, or a guy who didn't have any type of control, I believe. And Lex Luthor, and his confidence was very shaky. Like, he was acting like the guy from Facebook than Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor, if you guys read the comics or watched the cartoons growing up, Lex Luthor was very confident. He was confident, and he was very intelligent. Very intelligent. Sometimes it was scary intelligent how smart he was. So I didn't really like his character. I think they ought to recast him. Ben Affleck as Batman, he was okay. Um, he was okay Batman. He was more of an older Batman, you know, older Batman. William Defoe, I liked his part coming in. Jeremy Irons. Jeremy Irons is a great actor, very underrated. He's one of my favorite actors. So him being Alfred, that was perfect. That was very perfect. And William Defoe being Nudist Vocal, that was very perfect. That was a great casting role there. Now, J.K. Simmons, I really did not like him as Commissioner Gordon because Gary Oldman did Commissioner Gordon so perfect. It's very hard for somebody to replace that. Seriously. But he was okay. Harry Lennox, Martian Manhunter. I loved his scenes. All of his scenes he was in. It was great. I was like, the Martian Manhunter. I was like, that was a great cameo. How he disguised himself as Martha Kent and taught the Lois to go down there. Then all of a sudden he came out and it was like surprise. And Jared Leto is the Joker. That little scene he did stole the movie. For him to still be patronizing and antagonizing the Batman is classic. I loved it. And then Superman came in at the end and eyes red, smiling. And then you saw Cyborg pull his guns out. Flash, he put his mask on. The lady who was the Atlanteus, she was I forgot what her character name was. I forgot her name. But she was good. The movie, it was darker and it was a lot more profanity and a lot bloodier. It was a lot more blood in this than it was in the other one. The other one was but if you read DC Comics was always dark. And DC Comics was always dark, and Marvel was the light, was the light show. You know what I'm saying? When we were growing up, I love DC Comics. I grew up on DC Comics. My favorite of all of them was I know he's a bad guy, was Deathstroke. I just love his story. I love, how he began, how he always gave Batman problems and he always gave Robin problems. And I really loved him. So he was perfect. He was very perfect. The guy who played Flash, I think it was Ezra Miller. He was excellent. They need to keep him as Flash if they do any future films. He was great. I liked him. He was very funny how he was acting, but it was real dark. It felt like a Batman movie. Hence, Batman was in charge, but I really didn't like Ben Affleck as Batman. But he grew on me after I watched Batman vs Superman again, and then I watched the Justice League Snyder cut. He grew on me a little bit, but I mean, he was okay. He wasn't bad. He wasn't bad to me as Val Kilmer, or George Clooney to me. But he was good. To me, I would go Michael Keaton, Christian Bale, and then I would go Ben Affleck as the Batman. Those three were great Batmans. Those were the best ones to me. Everybody else, to me, you could just throw them in the trash. George Clooney was terrible. He was terrible. And then the Batman, I think on the TV show, I liked him. He was pretty good. Let me see. Batman TV show. Yeah, back in 1966, my dad used to watch that show all the time. Yeah, Adam West. Adam West is up there too. I got Michael Keaton, Adam West, Christian Bale, and then Ben Affleck. Those were the four best Batmans. Adam West is kind of battling Michael Keaton for best Batman because Adam West was good, man. Like, because if you watch, go back and watch those 1960 shows, Adam West was pretty good. You know, he was good. People didn't like it because people didn't like it and everything, but I liked it because Adam West, Michael Keaton showed a lot darker side to it, you know, where Adam West, you know, brought the joy and fun out of it. Like he brought wittiness. He was very witty, very calm, and how he figured things out. You know, he was actually being a detective in Batman. So out of 4 stars, I'll give it 3 stars out of 4. I wanted to see Dark Side a little more. I wanted to see some more. I wanted to see a little bit more of Dark Side. I wanted to see a little bit more of Martian Manhunter. But I like the scenes. What made it a 3 out of 4 to me is it was some scenes I felt like they could have left that out, like Martha, like showing Martha Kent, you know, leaving the house with the dog in the car. I mean, you could have cut that part out. You could have cut some other scenes out. Like the one with Wonder Woman at the bank and all that stuff and all that. You could have left that out to me. It was cool to see her, you know, saving people, but that part of the movie to me just shouldn't have been in it. You should have just left that part out where they came into not the bank but the museum and they had all the kids hostage. You should have threw that part out. Just keep that part out. You know, I didn't want to even see that part. That part to me was just a waste of space. Let's see. The Aquaman thing and Bruce Wayne, that was cool where they were talking and how he was and also the part where Aquaman kept going back to his home. I like that. That was a great scene. What else? What else did I love? I loved how they had Cyborg doing stuff. I already said that before. It was just a breath of fresh air to see him do something. And I liked how he was going at it with Steppenwolf. He was with them fighting Steppenwolf. They were going at it. And then Superman in the all black, the all grayish black suit. Man, that's my favorite Superman suit. Superman killed that part. I'm still mad that they made him white. Superman should be black because it's Kal-El, like the L in his name. He should be black. And then the sun gives him energy. Come on, if you can't put 2 to 2 together, then you guys are lost. But let me know in the comment section, what did you like about it? What rating do you give it? I give it a 3-star out of 4. I felt they could have took some scenes out. Like the one with Martha Kid at the house. I didn't like that. They could have cut that scene. And they could have cut the scene with Wonder Woman in the museum saving the kids. That was just a waste of space to me. And what else? And then I like the parts that they added. Because before when I saw it, to me, I gave it a 2-star out of 4. Because I really did not like the original version. But when I start watching it again, I'm like, okay, these parts are good. Okay. They added parts here and there. I love the dark side scene. It just felt so compelling, especially at the end. And I like how Cyborg saved the day and everything. And I'm pissed off they didn't show that in the other one. They made, for real, they made Cyborg less of a character than Lois Lane. Like, seriously. Let's see. And then I like the alternate universe where Superman is bad, where Lois died, and then Joker was talking trash, patronizing him, antagonizing Superman. I mean Batman, that was my part there. Seeing an older Flash and seeing the Cyborg pull out the guns, and then the girl who was what I'm trying to think. What was her name? No, she was the. I'm trying to think who was the I'm trying to remember the cast a little bit. Hold on. But Zack Snyder's, man, Justice League, it was great. It was good to watch. Like, for instance, the difference was a lot of backstories was put in this. And that's what I loved. It showed. It showed. So I'm trying to think. Yeah, it was good. Let me know in the comment section what you thought about it. And I loved how they showed, Cyborg and the Flash. They showed more of their backstory in this than they did in the original. And I'm still trying to figure out why they didn't put a lot of Cyborg in it. That just didn't make no sense to me. But let me know in the comment section what rating you give the film. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Tell me why you hated it or liked it. I give it 3 stars out of 4. It was a good movie. It's some scenes in there, like I said, could have been great. They could have cut some scenes. But what made the movie great was them showing Cyborg and showing off the Flash's story, and showed the Flash and Cyborg doing more than what they actually were being shown in the other one. So thank you for listening, man. Like, comment, subscribe, share this, hit the notification bell to select all to receive notifications. And if you want to donate to the page, you can cash at me at the word welcome, the number 2, and then HDIITV. Thank you for listening, and we're out. Deezy.